So in the garden, in the sunshine with David Brabham. This is a very, very special weekend. They're celebrating your dad's career here over the course of this weekend. This place was very special to him, wasn't it?
It was very special. I mean, he won his first race here. I think he tested here for the very first time when he came to England. And of course, at that time, he wasn't really sure what his future was, whether it was in the UK or back in Australia. And of course, history shows that it was here in the UK and dominated several times in 59 and 60, and then, of course, 66, which is now the 50th anniversary of when he won in a car of his own construction. And so, Goodwood played a very important role throughout his career and won a lot of races here. And, of course, his ashes are laid to rest here as well. So it's quite a fitting tribute and synergy between the family and Goodwood.
Yeah, because I gather most of the family are here for this, very special event.
Yes, they brought my family over, especially for this occasion, which is very special because we don't get together that often. So for us, it's a great moment, and obviously a celebration of our father's amazing career. And I've had a few events, Europe and here, where people sort of have a very warm feeling towards my father. It's an interesting one, but they love him, and he always enjoyed the fans and loved talking to them, and it didn't matter who he spoke to them exactly the same, whether it was a prince or whether it was a general worker. To him they were just people. So an amazing man.
I was lucky enough to interview him a number of times here, both in the revival and towards the sort of end of his career, and he was a very, very accessible sort of guy. I mean, he was the sort of how we see the Australians and the Kiwis. They're very open and very easy to chat to. Even when the hearing was starting to go, he would still have a conversation with you.
Yeah, he always. He didn't shy away from it. A lot of people in his situation with not being able to hear, and particularly later on his eyesight was going as well. But he still got up, still got out and about, despite those difficulties, made an effort because other people were making an effort to have him at these events, and he made an effort to make sure that he made the most of it. And that's pretty much, as you can say, what he did with his life. He made the most of it.
Well, he had that little whoopsie here in, 99, and I was out there in the pit lane when that happened, and the look of absolute horror. What have we done to Jack? In essentially a demonstration run, but for him, no run was a demonstration run.
Well, no, it's not what Goodwood did to him, it was what he did to himself. Racing with Jackie Oliver, and both of them fiercely competitive, going for the same piece of tarmac, and it didn't work. So you can understand why it happened. I mean, it was the worst ever accident he ever had in a race car. When you think about it, and I was in America. I just won the Petite Le Mans over there, and I woke up in the morning to a phone call to say your father's in hospital. He's got broken ribs, punctured lung, and other bits and pieces. I'm like, what? I just couldn't believe it. So I'm glad I wasn't here.
I think Lord Marsh's reaction was, "Oh my God, I've killed my hero."
I don't. Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people, when they saw it, that it probably was one of those take your breath away.
Yeah.
Because when he hit, he was unconscious. So then he was flopping around, and he hit very hard. So he got through it like he got through a lot of accidents, and he got to a ripe old age of 88. He went at the right time.
It's very emotional for me as well, because I enjoyed the company that little bit of time that he allowed me here over the years. So thank you to the family for that as well.
You're welcome.
Thank you.